must a man walk down before you call him a man? Yes, and how many seas must a white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? Yes, and how many times must a cannonball fly before they forever brand? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. How many times must a man look up before he can see the sky? Yes, and how many ears must one man have before he can hear people cry? Yes, and how many deaths will it take till he knows that too many people have died? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. How many years can a mountain exist before he's walked to the sea? Yes, and how many years can some people exist before they're allowed to be free? Yes, and how many times can a man turn his head pretending he just doesn't see? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Hey, how you doing out there, guitar heroes? All right, we love Bob Dylan. Probably his first most famous tune of all, 1962, Blowin' in the Wind. I think it really got popular when Peter, Paul and Mary covered it roughly the same year. Now, as far as the chords go, this is really interesting. So I'm watching a video of Bob, 1963. He might be at the Newport Pop Festival or something. He's got his acoustic guitar, as you would expect, and his harmonica. He's playing it in the key of G, open chords, no capo. G, C, D, that's it. Then, experts have noted on the internet that on the first album, when this song is there, he's actually playing in the key of D, except he's using the key of G chords at the 7th fret. Now, why he would do this, I don't know, but I guess Bob was experimenting. Since then, evidently, he's played it in other keys as well. So we can say that the key of D is the original that was on his 1962 album, the first album, the Freewheelin' Bob Dylan. In fact, it might be the second one. I think the first one might just have been Bob Dylan. I think the Freewheelin' was the second one. So here we're going to be playing in the key of D, but we're using open chords rather than using key of G chords at the 7th fret, which would get you in the same place. A little hard to play with the capo at the 7th fret, but Bob did it for one reason or another on the first recording. Okay, so basically we've just got a D, got a G, and in this case we've got an A7. You can use an A in here too. There's places where there's A as well. So either an A or an A7 or some combination of those. I think the A7 sounds better in some spots, so we'll check that out. So the intro, I'm just using those chords. When I watched Bob play it live, he just started strumming on a G chord and went right into it. I think it sounds better just to have a little bit of an intro. We're going to use basically the same pattern as we do in the first line of the first verse. So we got a D, G, D, and an A7. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 verses, and we repeat that same little chorus after each one. That's basically the whole tune. So we start out that D. How many G roads D must a man walk down before you can G call him a man? A and A7 sounds good at the end as a turnaround. Yes, and D. How many G C's must a white D dove sail before she G sleeps in the sand? A. Yes, and how D many G times must a cannonball fly before their G forever banned? A. And then we go into the chorus. The answer, G, my friend, A7, is D, blowing in the wind, G. The answer is A7, blowing in the wind. And that's basically the whole tune right there. Very slow, deliberate strumming. I'm just doing just a little bit of string picking in here. And there's not really a pattern. I'm just trying to rotate in these middle, or I guess the last 4 strings. So if you have a D string, that's going to be your bass note for a D, obviously, which we want to hit before the D. And then you've got an A string, which you want to hit before you do an A chord, and then the G, which you want to hit before the G. And then other than that, you can hit these strings and they all sound good. The D, the G, the B, and the E. Those all sound good. So just another idea, and obviously if you're a finger picker, then that works beautifully for that as well. All right, so as far as the pace goes, how many roads must a man walk before you can call him a man? Yes, and how many seas must a white dove before she sleeps in the sand? So kind of a medium pace strum. The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in. All right, there you are, Blowing in the Wind by Bob Dylan, 1962. Talk about a classic tune and a great beginner tune because we've got easy open chords, we got a nice slow pace, and the words have meaning, and the meaning hasn't changed since he wrote this song in 1962. Hope you got something out of this lesson. Take it easy out there, and we'll see you next time.